Hello!
I'm Brittany.
And I'm Brad.
And we are AudioShelf.
Before we start, make sure to subscribe to us by clicking that red button down below.
Today, we are going to be reviewing Her Secret Son, Hannah Mary McKinnon. We're so excited, and we have to thank Hannah Mary for sending us this book in exchange for an honest review. Oh my God. Oh my God.
First of all, I've learned that Hannah Mary McKinnon is my new cuss word, okay?
Can you explain?
You know how you say, Jesus Christ?
Oh, yes.
You know, and then
Hannah Mary.
And then how Jack and Will and Grace used to say the three names. Hannah Mary McKinnon. That's a really hard word to say when you're really frustrated.
Yes, sometimes.
But that is how she made me feel about this book because I was so angry at all the characters, but I loved it so much.
Oh my goodness. It was so good. And it's important to note that this is not her only novel.
Wow. There's like multiple novels.
Yeah. We have The Neighbors, and then we also have Time After Time, which to us looks like a romantic comedy kind of thing.
Yeah,
but
romance.
We're not sure.
We're very excited because Hannah Mary actually sent us a copy of The Neighbors. So we're going to listen to that audiobook shortly.
Yes. And we also got an audiobook copy of Her Secret Son. So we listened along as we read as well. So we're going to comment a little bit on the audiobook, but we'll have that in our podcast mainly. So if you want to know how the audiobook is, head to our podcast.
So let's talk about this book, shall we?
Let's shout.
What's the hook for the book?
The hook for the book is we are thrown into the story of Josh, Grace, and Logan. Grace has recently passed, who is Josh's partner, and Josh is having a hard time dealing with it, not only because he was not married to Grace, but he's also not Logan's father. So he has to go through guardianship hoops in order to have Logan be his son. But through that process, he learned some secrets about Grace that he was not expecting.
Oh, girl.
Yeah, it gets a little crazy.
Yes. This book is bonkers. Okay.
Yes, it really is.
It's freaking bonkers.
That is the only description for it.
So
that's the genre.
Yes.
Bonkers.
Bonkers. So this book, okay, it got me because like when you're looking at it, it's a very pretty cover, right?
It is. Oh, it is.
It's a very beautiful cover. But this isn't something I feel like I would go to in a bookstore.
No.
I was like, a woman, missing son, her secret son. She probably had a love affair, blah, 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 blah.
The story is probably from the female point of view because the title is Her Secret Son.
Yeah.
A little problem of mine that I did not read the description of the book or remember the description of the book.
Exactly.
So going into it, when we had a male narrator and we were following Josh throughout the novel, I was kind of taken aback at first because I thought we were going to either have dual narration or our main character was going to be a female.
Yeah. I was very confused. I was like, what are we doing here? Her secret son, Grace's son. Grace has died. What's going on?
Yeah.
So I was very taken back by the story. And so when the book started, it was a very slow burn.
Yeah.
Very, very slow burn. And I was just like, oh, where's the good parts? But then all of a sudden, like chapter 4 hit. And I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. So we're on a scavenger hunt for this twist that we have no idea what's happening.
No.
And this poor little boy, you have some thoughts?
I have some thoughts about Logan.
Yeah, he's a little bully.
He is a little bully.
Brittany thinks he's a little bully. But this is a crazy story that is so original, and I'm surprised it hasn't been done yet.
Yeah.
And so, Hannah Mary McKinnon, you are a genius. You're a genius.
You are.
You have a big brain.
You do have a big brain.
Yes.
And it's very creative. So this book is a domestic thriller. That's one of the genres that it falls into. And it's also a mystery a little bit.
Family drama.
Family drama. And it also makes you side-eye the people that you love the most. Because at a certain point, Josh goes through some things where he's like, I was with this woman for 5 years and I can't believe the things I'm discovering. Are these true?
Yeah.
What's happening? I don't get it. Who was she?
This kind of gave me a lot of The Marriage Lie by Kimberly Bell feels. I was like, oh, secret woman, her past is messing up this gorgeous person. Josh is gorgeous.
In our minds, he is beautiful.
But yeah, so her secrets come to light.
Yeah.
And it's just a twist after twist after twist. It's crazy.
It's insanity. So for the audiobook, it's narrated by Alex Wyndham.
Woo! Woo!
Alex is phenomenal. Like, to say that he is a great narrator would be a complete understatement. It at certain points sounded like he was right there with us, reading the book. He was reading the book, but it sounded like he was right next to us.
It was his voice. His voice is so hot.
Yes. So his voice for Josh is amazing. Josh is from England, so he has a British accent. At times, when you speed up the book a little bit, I listened at 2.0 just because the pace of the book is amazing. The way it's written is fantastic. But I needed to know what happened faster.
Yes.
Which is not a negative for the book. It was actually a positive because I just wanted to keep listening.
See, that's different for me because it was so intense that I had to take breaks because I was like, I got to process what's happening. When I heard the word bones, I was like, I got to put this down.
When I heard the word bones, I was like, can I take it to 2.5? But I couldn't. 2.10 was the perfect listening speed for me. I would even say that 1.5 is actually the perfect for like the normal listener. Alex's voice for Josh got a little jumbled at times with those faster speeds, but all the other characters sounded great. So I think it was just the accent that kind of like messed with the speed a little bit, which is, again,
he did a phenomenal job with doing American accents.
Yes.
It was awesome. And it was interesting because I read an article that Hannah Mary, actually, her publisher was just like, listen, can you write this book in an American setting? And so she said, yes, but it's going to be difficult for me because she's actually from Canada. And she has also a really cool accent. But she wanted to interpret, like put some in a British interpretation in the book so it was easier for her to write a British character going into an American setting. So that's really cool little tidbit about the writing process from Hannah Mary.
Yeah, that's amazing. But we kind of got with Alex's narration wonderful American characters, wonderful female characters as well, which can be hard for male narrators to pull off. But he did it. There weren't too many female characters, I would say.
No, there was Lisa, which was Josh's sister. Then there was Grace.
We didn't really hear much of her voice at all.
No. And then also the other women that they come along with, there was like about 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
Emily, and then there was Jen, Ethel, Felicia. Because I kept saying, bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia.
But yeah, so a lot of his female characters, they sounded very similar, but it didn't matter in the long run because we were mainly with Josh the entire time. And so we got a lot of Josh's point of view. And the minor characters were truly minor. They didn't pop up randomly. There was always a purpose for them. And it was just phenomenal how the characters were built and created, and how at one point Brad had actually said that the last 10 minutes were a novel in themselves.
Oh my God.
It's fantastic.
I was on the edge of my seat.
Yeah.
I want a whole novel based on the town.
Oh my God.
Oh, you said that to me. You said that to me.
No, you also said it to me.
Oh, we want a whole novel based on this town.
Yeah. Like, it was fantastic. The way that this town is built, it just makes you want to live there, but then you also don't want to live there because what's creeping in the woods?
What secrets are you hiding?
There's a lot of secrets here, and it's not just her secret son.
Bones.
Like, this town is effed.
Yes. I think our expectation was surpassed.
Yes.
Because I did not expect a book like this. I actually thought it was going to be women's fiction. Yeah. And that's something really not up my alley. So I was just taken back by the suspense. And I thought this was just going to be a book about growing and learning and motherhood. And, sometimes it doesn't jive with me as a reader because I don't understand that. But this took me by surprise.
Yes.
There were so many twists and turns. I was shocked. I was gagged.
Yeah. This was a total shocking book. I would say the shock of the summer.
Shock of the summer.
Yeah. I went into it, like I said, thinking that it was going to be from the female point of view. And then we got the male point of view, and we had this struggle for a male who's trying to provide for a boy that isn't his son, but is his son. Not blood related, but certainly just through love. It's their journey. It's what happens with them. He gets him a dog. Even though Josh is allergic to dogs.
And he named a cookie.
He named a cookie and nothing happens to the dog.
Nothing happens.
I'll tell you that right now.
You didn't believe me.
I did not believe that.
I was like, girl, nothing happens to that dog.
As soon as the dog was introduced, I was positive that it was going to be hurt and killed or something traumatic was going to happen to it just because that's how animals are treated, as well as children. I thought something was going to happen to Logan as well. But I don't think it's a spoiler to let you know that nothing happens to the boy and nothing happens to the dog.
Yes.
Thank you, Hannah Mary McKinnon, for not harming children and dogs much. Not going to give too much away.
So this book has already come out. It should be on all of your shelves on Amazon.
Yes, it came out on May 28th, 2019. So it's barely 2 months old.
Yes.
It's almost at that milestone, but not quite there yet.
And supposedly it's doing really, really well in the Canadian market. Oh. So we needed to bring it to the US.
Yes.
This book is going to be big. It's going to be a movie one day.
It has to be a movie.
Has to be. So please, US buyers and book buyers, go buy this book. Yeah.
One of the interesting things that Brad just mentioned about the book that I don't even think you intended to mention about the book, just that it's going to hopefully be a movie one day, is that a lot of the book played out like a movie. Like, I felt this was already in kind of a script format because it just flew by. The action built, the suspense built until that like last few chapters where you're just like, oh my God, what's happening?
And where are we going to go? Where are we going to go from here?
Hopefully with another book from this town.
Yes.
Because we need that.
Yes.
So we just want to say thank you again to Hannah Mary McKinnon for writing this book and sending this book our way.
And these bookmarkers, she signed them. She wrote, "Bookworms rule."
Yeah, she sent a cute little note along as well.
Shh, I'm reading.
It's amazing. Hannah Mary is the best. You should totally be following her. Her Twitter is at Hannah M. McKinnon, and her Facebook and Instagram are both Hannah Mary McKinnon. So follow her, see what she's doing, put her books on your wish list, buy your books.
Yes.
So thank you so much for tuning in to this week's review of Her Secret Son by Hannah Mary McKinnon. If you would like to stay up to date with all that we are doing, please follow us. We are on Twitter at AudioShelfMe. We are on Instagram at AudioShelf_podcast. And then we are on Facebook at AudioShelf. And we also have a Patreon if you want to stay up to date with all that we are doing on there as well. We release episodes a few hours before they officially release. And we also have some secret content coming that will only be available to our patrons.
I'm so excited.
I know, me too.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and make sure you click that little ring-a-ding-dang to get notifications for when our videos are released.
So until next time.
Bye. Or should I do bye in British? No.
Okay.